There are many engines on the island of Sodor, whether steam or diesel, but there are different types of engines. There are big engines, small engines, goods engines, express engines, and even old engines. Toby is an old steam engine. He and his faithful coach narrator travel around Thomas' branch line. Occasionally, they meet devious Diesel, a diesel shunter who takes small goods trains to Rickerstown. And Diesel would always pick on Toby for being old.
Oh, looky there. A shed has grown wheels and built up steam. Someone should scrap it before the termites eat him up.
Toby would get cross with Diesel's name calling.
Why does Diesel always pick on me? It's childish of him to do so.
Don't pay any attention to him, Toby. He does that to try and be funny.
Well, it's irritating. I think I'll talk to the Fat Controller about him.
Goodness, Toby, you look glum. Is there something wrong?
Sir, there is something. Diesel's always picking on me for being an old engine. Just today he called me an old shell. He said termites would get it.
Just ignore him, Toby. Diesel will always be like that. He's a bully to every engine, no matter the age or shape.
And Thomas was right. Diesel would bully engines no matter where he went. He passed by Percy, then Edward, then Gordon. Finally, James and Henry.
Oh, that Diesel! The nerve of him! You said it, Henry. I'm getting sick of him. I wish someone would just put him in his place.
The Fat Controller was listening and thought of an idea. He would hatch his plan tomorrow. The next day, Sir Top Mad put his plan to action as he went to visit Diesel.
Good morning, Diesel. I need you and Toby to work together with taking supplies from Nafford to Vickerstown Station.
Diesel gave a look of anger.
Me? Why me, sir? Why can't Thomas or Percy do it?
Really useful engines do as they are told, and I've noticed that you've been very rude to the other engines, and I do not appreciate bullying on my railway.
Diesel was very annoyed as he made his way to Nafford.
Hello, Diesel. Here's the first train. You want to take it, or should I?
I'll do it since you'll take forever, old-timer.
Toby was annoyed and followed what Henrietta said.
Goodness, Toby, you've officially made the term slow goods an actual thing. However did you...
Diesel. I've had it with you and your name calling. Think you're so special? Well, you're not. You're no longer revolutionary. You're just a sorry excuse of an engine. Now get that goods train out of here and get out of my sight.
Diesel never expected Toby to yell at him. He actually felt bad as he drove away. James was puffing into the station and noticed Diesel was carrying a goods train meant for 2 engines.
Wait a minute, Diesel. That train looks too heavy for you on your own.
But Diesel didn't listen. Meanwhile, with Toby, he puffed right into the goods yard looking upset. There he saw Thomas, Percy, and Henry. They were surprised at Toby.
Toby! What was that all about?
I'm sorry, you three, but I just can't take it anymore. All he does is bully me for being old. And I've had it.
But that doesn't make it so you can be mean back to him, Toby. You really hurt his feelings.
Toby thought about it for a minute, and he knew Percy was right.
You know, this reminds me of when Gordon would bully me for my old shape. And just like you, Toby, I had grown tired of it.
And what did you do?
I told him, Golden, you don't know what it's like to be on my rails. Just because I was created with a small firebox and can't make enough steam, that hasn't stopped me from getting to where I am now.
Toby had stayed silent until James popped in looking worried.
Guys, Diesel's pulling a train that's too heavy for him. He could seriously hurt himself.
What did we do?
Wait a minute! Where's Toby?
Toby was far off with Rocky to help Diesel, in case he crashed. Toby wasn't carrying on how Diesel had always acted. He wanted to be the bigger engine and help out Diesel. Just in time, as Diesel had an accident at the Marin Station sidings, the cars were too heavy and pushed him down the hill, just as Toby puffed in with Rocky.
My goodness, Diesel, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just bruised and hurt.
Don't worry, Diesel, I brought Rocky. We'll get you back on the rails in no time.
Diesel was placed onto the rails again, just as Thomas puffed in with the Fat Controller on board.
Diesel, why were you in an accident?
Diesel was about to say it was his fault until...
I'm terribly sorry, sir. It was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. Gave Diesel a train too heavy for him.
Oh, I see. Well then, Toby, it would seem this was just an accident. Let's hope this doesn't happen again, okay, Toby?
Yes, sir.
Diesel was surprised at Toby.
Toby, why? Why would you take the blame?
I had no right to yell at you. I'm sorry, Diesel.
I'm sorry too, Toby. I shouldn't have made fun of you. Thank you for helping me back on the rails.
No problem.
As the days went by, Diesel and Toby worked together until the work was done. They were glad the work was finished, and Diesel promised to no longer treat the engines badly anymore, at least for a good month. But with that, Diesel and Toby had become great friends.
I told him, Golden, you don't know what it is.
Ugh.